Today is 9/11. It will not be when this video is uploaded, but regardless, today is 9/11. And it is, of course, a memorial for 9/11. Now, Fox and Friends was doing a segment on this, and they asked the question, will liberals eventually try to remove Flight 93 Memorial? So as you guys know, we have had a movement to take down the statues of Confederate leaders and Confederate commanders and everything to do with Confederacy that are on government grounds, because they were a treasonous country that attempted to secede and form their own nation over the issue of slavery. Now, this is massively stupid, of course, and it's just the dumbest question I think I've ever heard. But let's read into what the Daily Beast said. They said, Monday morning marks the 16th anniversary of the September 11th attacks, and Fox and Friends kicked off the somber day by asking the important questions like, will liberals eventually try to take down 9/11 monuments and the way they've pushed to remove Confederate statues? Ryan Zinke, President Trump's Secretary of the Interior, appeared via satellite on Fox News' right-wing morning gabfest, a favor of the president's, to discuss the government's response to the life-threatening Hurricane Irma, bloody, and they say Zinke spoke slowly and in the solemn tones one expects of a public official on the anniversary of such an occasion. Flight 93, an example of America sticking together, he said, before describing the rural Shanksville Memorial as, quote, magnificently designed and magnificently done, an example of public-private partnerships, communities in our national parks. Moments later, host Brian Kilmeade chimed in, quote, do you worry that 100 years from now, someone is going to take that memorial down like they are trying to remake our memorials today? So here's the thing, okay? Now, this is probably the dumbest thing ever. I would be much more outraged, but man, I don't have the energy right now. But the point here being, it's very obvious, and you had to be a legitimate stupid person. First of all, saying our memorials is in itself really disingenuous, because although it's on our fucking grounds, that's not of our country. Our country was not the Confederacy. It was not the Confederate States. It was the United States, you dumb motherfucker. So they were a treasonous country. Those aren't even representative of us. So you can have them on state grounds, and you are representing a treasonous country that fought for the right to enslave African Americans who believed that they were inferior. They pushed the idea of white supremacy. The white supremacy was literally engraved on the monuments in New Orleans, and you wonder why the fuck we want to take it down. Are you retarded? So, this is so dumb, okay? It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would anybody take down the 9/11 memorial in 100 years? That is not even remotely comparable. We are commemorating the lives of over 3,000 innocent people who lost their lives on the day of September 11th. So, again, this comparison is the stupidest fucking comparison I've ever heard in my life. And you know what, Brian Kilmeade, you're a dumbass. That's all I gotta say, man. You're an idiot. Support independent progressive media by leaving a subscription down below. Leave a like and share the video. Help us out on Patreon, or you can donate in other ways. Links are in the description down below. We are fighting Trump tooth and nail, and we will continue to do so with your help.